Go ahead and find shelter in one of the shelters we're providing.
That was David Paulson, Metro-Dade Fire Department. Also, you are going to be interested in what Florida Power and Light has to say. There were about 3 million people at the beginning without any service. They restored at least a half of that as of the last we heard. Key Biscayne now has a phone service. We do know that. And as far as electrical power, they are working on that. They're trying to do it so that they will bring online as many people as possible. If you have an individual home that has lost power, not necessarily connected to the transformer problems, then you may be out of luck. It's going to be a while. Thursday morning, power should be restored from Broward to points north.
And as soon as the service is restored there, the crews that are now working in those areas will be joining the people who are now working in Dade County to focus the effort there.
And of course, don't get on it.
We're receiving comments and concerns from the Dade emergency management people as well as Florida Power and Light that they can't do their jobs because the calling volume is so high that the COs are inundated and you get quick busy or another dial tone. So we really need the public's help in this.
Also, shortage of nurses has been working many, many days, or actually many hours, trying to get this done. And they'll be coming from places like Jacksonville, Gainesville, Orlando, Tampa. And there's about 120 in all. Chuck, they'll land later this afternoon at Opelika.
Also on the medical Cedars of Lebanon, Mount Sinai, Hialeah Hospital, Palm Springs Hospital, South Miami Hospital. In Dade County, if you are a disaster victim, you can be sent to the nearest shelter and be given basic information. If you can call this number, 324-2511, 324-2511. It will also answer on 2512, 2513, or 2514. All disaster victims may call this Red Cross number, 324-2511, for basic information. Help is needed. As Beth indicated, in Dade County, you can volunteer to help in the cleanup and disaster relief by calling 324-2500. If you are an organization with food or non-perishable food or other toiletry items and necessities and wish to donate them, you may do so through the Red Cross by calling this number, 324-2504. A couple of other quick notes that have been made. Miami Beach, City of Miami Beach, now distributing free drinking water to residents of the city at North Shore Band Shell, 73rd Street in Collins, until early tonight. And beginning at 4.
This is 136th Street, heading towards the falls, and it's going to continue heading down towards the falls here. And we're coming east towards US 1. This is the falls, or what used to be left of it. This is some more basically debris or whatever. Just a lot of debris in the road. That used to be something over there. I don't know what it used to be, but this is the Falls shopping center. Still major damage. Gas station. Looks like somebody dropped the bomb here. Just totally wiped out. National Guard around, obviously watching it. They don't want anybody in here. Merrill Lynch building. I don't know how much you're going to be seeing. Obviously, they're not going to let anybody in here. Sunbank. Bloomingdale's. Used to be Bloomingdale's. Over there. K-Pop Tree Restaurant. This all looks pretty good here. A lot of damage. I'm now heading down towards what used to be where I used to live. If I can make it across the street here. down here's Barnett Bank. This used to be the this is a shopping center on 136th Street and US 1. This used to be full of trees. No more. This is pretty well devastated around here. If you wanted any land cleared, I guess. Houses look like, but this is 136th Street going down towards 78th Place. Camera work is a little shaky, I know, but we're driving. And, let's see. This looks like pretty much of a mess. Coming up on 82nd Avenue. 136th Street. If you want to try to go down 82nd Avenue, you're welcome to it. Either way, it's completely blocked off, no way to get through. So, there's a trailer in the yard there. I don't know how much further I'm going to be able to go here. This is pretty well devastated. It's a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. Let's see if I can negotiate around here. Problem is touching power lines. Don't want to do that. And it's going to be real close. Just scraped up the side of the car. Let's see, these are just broken, stranded wires. This is where I used to live. And it is bad. Coming up here on to 78th Place. What used to be 78th Place. This place is demolished. This is 78th Place where I used to live. Homes torn apart. Just devastation. This used to be
the yard. I love the yard, and I used to. I mean, I even added plants. I love the yard, and look at it. It's destroyed.
So this was all blown out, huh?
Everything. I mean, I even started plants here. You know, palms and stuff. I started. You know, this garden area was new, and I wanted to get this side looking kind of like that side over there.
So how's the back of the house? Pretty devastated?
Oh, you want? Yeah, come on back and look. And this used to be like Trail Garden.
I know.
This house was gorgeous.
Yeah, I've drove by here a couple times, and you know, just see what you guys, you know.
Yeah, and I had remember this brown fencing? I had a garden area, and all this brown shadow box fencing blew out.
Did you guys think you were gonna make it?
Huh?
Did you guys think you were gonna make it?
Well, I thought honestly, the only tree we would lose is that there was a huge one in the front, you know, and we lost everything. We tore down the family room and rebuilt it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look.
So you guys put a lot of bucks in this place, huh?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Look at this. You recognize it?
No. My God.
We added we took this out and we added a new patio raised, and we were going to put a third level where the barbecue pit is, a third level. You know, we tried to work around the landscaping because I was very picky. I didn't want any of the landscaping destroyed. Well,
so all the screen blew out, huh?
The screen we had to take out because of the new construction. You know, so, and we you know, all the fascia board was rotten, so we took it all out because the new lighter in there, and the only main.
We got the same damage they got everywhere, even in West Kendall.
It's the right beer now.
As you can see, it's completely done away with. It's a block over from where we used to live. This is 139th terrace, and obviously not a very nice site right now. Just going down. Houses worse than others. I guess tree work's going to be the main thing, but they're at a 78th place where we used to live. It was unbelievable. Couldn't believe it. It was like those houses were built with solid concrete. There's no way to get through here, I don't think. See how the Concepcions are doing. As you can see, house over here, and it's going around. It's just major devastation. Just major things torn up like beyond belief. It does look like a war zone. Used to live in this neighborhood in Kendall. Swing around here and take a picture of this house real quick. Sure, that guy is gonna be not too happy. This used to be Kendall. Used to be Kendall. Continue to drive down. This is 82nd Avenue, heading down towards 144th Street, as you can see. This is Mitchell Drive, and house obviously finished there. Continue to drive down the highway here. I'm gonna try to find the Concepcion's house. There's no street signs, and there's probably no way to get through most of these streets, so there's 146th Street, 146th, and we're heading down. Still continue to head down 82nd Avenue. Gonna do some maneuvering here. Big time problems continuing to move down 82nd Avenue. Will I be able to get down 152nd Drive? This is unknown right now. 148th Drive, heading down to 152nd Drive. This is West Kendall, or what used to be West Kendall. See 149th Drive, right there. Don't even recognize this area. That guy's house was wiped out, obviously. Right here on 82nd Avenue, 149th Drive. Continuing to drive down towards 152nd. If you can tell me, oh, there's 150th Drive, I'm going to drive down towards what might have been, hopefully is the Concepcion's house. I don't know yet. I won't know if I'm even going to recognize their house when I get there, or even if it's there for that matter. Yeah, this is the road. A couple of you guys would like to just come up and relax. And
Steven! Yeah. Shut the door behind you.
what?
Talk to my mom about it.
No, we can't flush. We have no electricity. We have nothing. We need everybody to get stuff out of the pool so I can sterilize it and they don't take the stuff out because we got so much to do. Everything in my closet got soaked. Even the stuff I hadn't zipped, you know, to put away.
Oh, really?
Everything got totally soaked. So I have to take it out and just hang it up and leave it overnight until it, but I'm so glad we don't have rain.
How's that, my
But
place?
it was horrific. We were hiding in the closet. There was Jesse from Miami Beach. He didn't want to stay on the beach. There was my brother-in-law from Miami Beach. Jesse's mother, who is diabetic. And Stephen's girlfriend and his girlfriend's mother. And we were all in the hall because they all boarded up all the windows on this side, glass sliding, and the windows, you know, the one on the side and the one in the front. And then when it's really 2:30 in the morning, I got up and I don't know why. I got up, I got water, and I heard it starting, you know? So I didn't nudge anybody because everyone was fast asleep. But I just had a feeling, you know, in my gut that something was gonna happen, and I knew something bad was gonna happen. And then all of a sudden it got loose from the window, and I said, guys, it's really rough out there, but do you think you could take that gun? We have a gun that goes into what is it called, cement, and, you know, shoot it closed because it was getting loose from its mooring, you know. And that's what we did. They tried to go out, but then my husband said, no way, everybody into the hall. So we were sitting having coffee and relaxing and everything. No, everybody had a panic. Get in the hall because we're all up by this time. And all of a sudden the big panel pulls off and we're in the hall. We have a pocket door and a chest. And Jesse is about 6 foot tall. So he pushes the chest up against the pocket door and he puts his back and he puts his foot up in the door jamb of our bedroom. And he's holding it, and things are pounding on the door. We hear glass breaking, and the roof was being ripped up. The glass sliding doors were breaking. These are thick, old glass sliding doors, a lot like the new ones. And there was glass smattering everywhere. And if you come inside, you can see the damage in my roof. Horrendous. The women started praying. We had candles lit in the bathroom. They all huddled in the bathroom. I got my guitar out. We were singing praises. And the funny thing is, every time we started to sing praises, it got worse. It got stronger. And it was like a demon was out there trying to kill us. And we're singing, it's a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord. But it was kind of weak, you know. And they're going, ay Dios, because they're all Latins, you know. Oh, we had some time. And we were in Santo Domingo a week before, Dominican Republic. You would think that this would happen when I was at home. Look at this piece. This piece wasn't touched. My mother-in-law's glass and everything. My mother's piano. Nothing else was touched, but look at the stove, the oven, the whole front of the glass broke. This place had a foot thick of roof and stuffing from the roof. We're gonna need to know everything.
Well, there's the one, I don't know if you can listen to the radio, but there is the one in
The whole closet was wet. We had 2 inches of water throughout the whole place. We were walking in sloppy water.
My rug is sopping wet, which is now going to be taken out.
So Steve, did you think it was going to be this bad?
I had a feeling we were in trouble.
You keep your humor even.
Hmm?
It's going to take months before everything is back to normal.
It's going to take years. The trees are never going to be the same. Look at this. We don't even know whose roof this is. This is somebody's roof, it's not ours.
I will. Do you want to come up and rest? Your little brother, maybe? Look at that palm tree up there in that roof.
And you know, funny thing, the trees went, nothing touched the house. You notice the screen roof is up?
Yeah.
Nothing touched the house. You know, the screen.
We got nailed over here.
It was like a big pancake flat. All the trees.
You know, I'll save this for insurance. Because when you call the insurance, they say try to take pictures for everything for record. You know how many months it's going to take them just to try to figure out how to get everything put together?
Well, they're sending a dude out here next to the end of the week, they said. But ripped out the power thing from the house. We're not even connected. Look, we tied stuff. This is the funniest. Didn't know we had no more room to put stuff, so we tied it to the trees. There's the power line going down.
Yeah, you don't want to walk too far over here. There's power line right there, Steve.
Yeah, but they're not on.
Yeah, you think they're not on.
They're not.
You know what? It's like this every block. It's just continual.
Boom, boom. It gets worse. Down over here.
Looks
on
like somebody dropped a bomb.
87th Avenue.
Yeah.
Down over here. People lost roofs, houses, everything. I mean, entire houses blown apart. There's still water, a lake there. You can't even get to Cutler Ridge Mall.
Did you drive down to Cutler Ridge Mall?
Yeah. This thing came out of our house when this tree came back and hit it. It was over there. I was wondering where that thing went. All right.
So, I guess in the next few days, have you had people driving by trying to just looking, or they just can't get through?
Yeah, no, they're a bunch of tourists, people looking to see the damage. That's it.
Like me?
Like you.
This is my dinner. Somebody brought over, they said Winn-Dixie was giving away, Winn-Dixie was giving away chickens and food, so my daughter-in-law's sister came over with 4 chicken pieces. I put in lots of carrots, onions, anything fresh I had. I put in the chicken. We're waiting for it to boil. We have a makeshift stove here at the root of a very beautiful, which was once a very beautiful mango tree. And my grapefruits are all strewn all over. They were going to be beautiful ruby reds. We have about 8 or 10 trees still. The root system is still there, so we parked them away from trees. This was a very small little tree, and so my car is kind of new, and I didn't want anything to...
Steve, I think what we really need to eat around here is a few steaks and a little Dom Perignon and soft music. I think that's the most important needs of this community.
If you wouldn't have seen it, you wouldn't have believed it. Huh? Does this look like Miami? I don't know.
On a limited basis, we would urge you, as they say, to check your airlines for details.
They did pretty quick work on that because they had to have the whole fence around the perimeter back up before the FAA would allow them to do that. So in the last 24 hours, they did that. Back up to Dan Stewart now. Dan is flying over Key Biscayne, we hope.
It's 144th Street and US 1.
Oh, maybe I'll bring up Dan in here. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dan.
Yes, Chuck, I'm with you. I wanted to point out we are flying over the Aquarium here on Key Biscayne, and this is not a pretty sight. A lot of the pools here are filled with debris. We've got some workers down here trying to clear the pools out. However, I'm seeing a lot of what appear to be dead dolphins, I think. Don't quote me on that, but whatever they are, a lot of dead fish of some kind. Okay, those are dolphins there. And these pools over here, we've got a set of 4 pools. In those 4 pools, I'm seeing a lot of dead.
This is US 1 in Kendall Drive. Obviously, a lot of destruction. There's the falls, Bloomingdale's, back of Bloomingdale's, obviously missing. A lot of people trying to leave. That was a department store, by the way. I am going to try to get down to and I'm gonna try to get down to. Look at that back of apartments over there. Going, obviously, a lot of sightseers. I don't think many of these people are really going anywhere. Anyway, Sound Advice, front of Sound Advice, pretty well intact, I think, for a hotel. Obviously, you see the power lines are down. That's the back of the falls. Obviously, my shots are not too still. Trying to drive and look at the same time is not the greatest thing. Big power line there down. Obviously, the main transmission line. If the thing's not in the way, if it is, there's the kapok tree, what used to be the kapok tree. Major devastation. Obviously, it's going to take, I would estimate on my narration here. There's Bennigan's there I visited about a week ago. That looks like it's intact. The shopping center looks pretty good. Here comes some police, obviously, for some emergency. This might be for the looting, I would guess. Show you what it's like trying to get back to your house, Kendall. Just kind of driving along here. It's a nice sunny day, and you think everything's fine. And, the guy lost the end of his house there, obviously. It's bad news. Very bad news. You just wouldn't believe it unless you actually saw it. I heard it's worse further south, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't want to go down further south. It's almost impossible to even make it this far. Power line here. Obviously, this is the one thing that you don't want to touch. Your car too, because if you do, you might be instantly fried clam, or fried, you know. This is coming down 97th Avenue back towards 112th Street. I guess this is just a video of coming the one way, and of course Mr. Tree decided, like other trees, to join the rest of the tree family and fall on the ground. Just missed something there. Basically, this has become a one-way road leading to just basically nowhere. Just doesn't, you know, you kind of have a city with nowhere to go to. So this is my narration of the whole scene here, and continue to go down this road. This is 97th Avenue coming back from the falls. I would like to really attempt to go down and see how bad it is in the falls tomorrow. I'm hoping to get down to 112th Street without any problem. This has been a major problem getting down. Okay, this is going down Killian Drive. Obviously, you're not going to see. Look at that, a cement pole. A cement pole snapped in half. Now, you don't see cement poles snapped in half too often, but here you do. Obviously, these people are not going to be power lines down, and you just run over them and hope for the best. Obviously the proverbial tree and the more snapped concrete power lines. Now we're going to take what's called the Duane sky view of damage. There's as you can see, a street sign on the highway knocked down. And this is Duane's car cam. As we come down, you're going to see some more what's being known as a tree out in the street. Some damaged roofs, as you can see. Traffic real exciting. People being nice to each other. That's a change from Miami. People actually letting people go by. Hopefully without accident. More stuff in the road. There's Riverside Baptist Church on Killian. Lost some of its roof. Doesn't look all that bad compared to Wayside Baptist, which was pretty well wiped out. This is Miami-Dade Community College. As you can see, this is for all you history buffs. Might remember what Miami-Dade used to look like. Landscapes changed just a little differently. Andrew's, you know, I guess it could be said that Andrew will probably be known as the landscape artist. You know, there used to be all trees here. And, obviously, not much to talk about anymore. As you come, now actually, this does not look all that bad. And I'll be honest with you, I am getting kind of lost here, but the reason why is because you don't see any street signs. Just everything kind of seems to kind of come together. And let's see, a car wants to come by. And again, we come to the Mr. Intersection where I think, could it be? Yes. These people have been out here for 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen, directing traffic, and I think they should be awarded the Hurricane Traffic Directors Award of 1992. I'm going to take a break. Remember to, Duane, this is for you, to remember to bring the Concepcion's frozen Gatorade, and the guy over on the next block, as you take a left and go around Gatorade, I would say try to bring bags of ice and do the best you can. Bring some food maybe. Pretty prehistoric Florida is turned from a modern society into a prehistoric. No food, no electric, and no, you know, kind of like the old days, you know. Go in the outhouse. I think a lot of people are going to be doing it. The enormous, it's just still hard to believe. This was a church, and this is in West Kendall. This was a church and school, you know, it's a regular church, and that was a steeple at one time. See how they keep on going up and down? That whole thing came crashing down. No longer. See where
Gotta get over there to that studio. Gotta get my makeup.